Okay, so to finish out this multiplication, we now need to factor and simplify our polynomial over here. So the first thing we're going to do is take out an x. We have x times x squared plus 4x minus 12. 12, we get 1 and 12, 2 and 6. Oh, and 12 is negative. 2 and 6, 3 and 4. 4 is positive, so we make our small ones negative. And we find that the negative 2 and 6 are what's going to work. So now this polynomial, simplified, is x times x minus 3, or excuse me, x minus 2. I was looking at the wrong thing. X minus 2, x plus 6. Now, when we're multiplying a fraction, essentially by a whole number or a whole polynomial, we need to remember to put that polynomial over 1. So we're going to look here. We're going to multiply this by x times x minus 2 times x plus 6. And once again, we look to cross cancel. Well, when we look this way, 1 and 1 don't really cancel. But when we look this way, when we go this direction, we find that we have this x minus 2 here and x minus 2 here. So those factors will cancel each other out, which means that we are left with x times x plus 6 over x squared plus 4 as our final answer. Okay, example 5 is our last one. I think, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe we're going to talk about this really fast. I think that this question on your notes asks you about the domain. When you consider the domain of this function, you need to go back to your original factors, all of these right here. So your domain, and I'm actually going to write it in purple pen to match. So your domain, x cannot equal negative 2, positive 2, and then this is always positive, so we don't take that into account. So your domain, x cannot equal 2 or negative 2. Don't forget that. That's important. Okay, example 5 is now division. Now, don't forget that when we divide fractions, here we go, 6 over 9. Actually, I want to make this 8 over 9. Nope. Hold on. I'm trying to think of something. You guys know it doesn't work for me to do stuff in my head. We'll do it like that. When we're dividing fractions, we keep, change, flip. So we're going to have 3/4, change it to multiplication, and we flip this fraction. At which point we can then cross cancel. So that's 1, that's 3, that's 1, and that's 2. So we end up with 2/3 as our end point there. Now, all of that being said, I'm trying to get some other colors here. The rainbow always just kind of throws me off. So all of that being said, that we're going to apply the same principle to our division. So except for in this case, we're going to say first factor, then simplify, finally divide. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is tell you that we're changing this top expression here. So you guys need to rewrite this problem in your notes. I closed it. Whoops. Hold on. Sorry, friends. You need to rewrite this problem in your notes as that top expression is going to be x squared plus 4x plus 3. So now I am going to go through and we're going to factor this and this first. So we're going to have x, ends up being x plus 3, x plus 1, over 1 minus x, 1 plus x. And then our 1 on this side ends up being x plus 4, x plus 1, over x plus 4, x minus 1. Now, so we factored. We are going to cancel the common things that are already on top and bottom. X plus 1 and 1 plus x is the same. We don't have to take out a negative 1 because the x and the 1 are both positive in both cases. X plus 4 and x plus 4 also cancel out. So now we have x plus 3 over 1 minus x. And then we're going to change our division to multiplication. And then we're going to rewrite this as x minus 1 over x plus 1. Now, when we cross cancel, so when we look here, these again are exact opposites of each other. 1 minus x and x minus 1 means that we can turn this into negative 1 times x minus 1. And then this and this will cancel. When we look at our other direction for cross-canceling, x plus 3 and x plus 1 don't have anything in common. So what we end up having is x plus 3 over negative 1 times 1 over x plus 1. And when we multiply that out, we get x plus 3 over negative 1 times x plus 1.